Hi guys, welcome to our channel. The unexpected and emotional twist that wrapped up season 7 of Outlander has left viewers with a flood of questions, particularly regarding the fate of baby Faith. Fans are now speculating whether Faith might actually still be alive. Claire's devastation after losing her first daughter was heart-wrenching and remains one of the most poignant moments of the series. She held Faith's body for an entire day, mourning the loss deeply. But with all the mystical elements that Outlander has slowly introduced over time, the idea that Master Raymond may have used his mysterious powers to secretly save Faith has taken hold. If he truly did possess such a miraculous ability, why would he have kept it hidden from Claire all these years? And more intriguingly, what if Claire is on the verge of discovering she has the same gift, an ability that grows stronger with time? These theories are just scratching the surface of what fans are hoping the final season will explore. After close to a decade of intricate storytelling, time travel, romance, and war, the series is moving toward its conclusion. With that comes a wealth of fan theories, behind-the-scenes leaks, speculation about trailers, and ongoing questions about the long-awaited release date. Many signs point toward the 8th and final season, beginning with Claire and Jamie turning their attention toward the mystery surrounding Faith. Actor Sam Heughan has made subtle comments that seem to support this direction. Interestingly, in Diana Gabaldon's original novels, this arc doesn't quite exist in the same way. If it weren't for the surprising inclusion of Fergus singing the old British tune, "Oh, I Do Like to Be Beside the Seaside," this entire narrative could be dismissed as a clever distraction. However, the use of that distinctly modern song in a historical context has convinced many that it holds deeper meaning, and possibly serves as a clue linking to time travel or even a hidden lineage. The theory gaining the most traction is the idea that Master Raymond could have intervened after Faith's death and secret burial. As fans will recall, Raymond once spoke to Claire about how both of them had a special blue aura, a marker of people with extraordinary healing powers. He also mentioned that Claire hadn't yet unlocked the full extent of her abilities. Much later in the series, a Mohawk healer echoes these sentiments, suggesting that Claire's gifts would fully emerge when her hair turns white, something that could symbolize not just age, but spiritual or metaphysical awakening. So what if the power Claire is slowly coming into includes the ability to bring someone back from the dead? Perhaps Master Raymond, with his far more advanced abilities, had already crossed that threshold. But if he did save Faith, the question remains, why keep it a secret? Why let Claire live with such profound grief for all these years? One theory suggests that Master Raymond wanted Claire to find her way naturally, to allow her own strength and gifts to grow until she was ready to accept the full truth. Maybe the shock and emotional intensity of learning that her daughter could be alive is exactly what she needs to trigger the final stage of her transformation into a fully awakened healer. There have been leaks suggesting that Claire's hair is significantly lighter in upcoming footage, possibly signaling that time has passed since the events of season 7 and hinting that she may be stepping into the peak of her powers. This visual clue aligns well with the idea that the series might finally explore Claire's mystical potential in a much deeper and more literal way than before. If the story unfolds in this direction, it could become one of the show's most emotionally impactful arcs. Imagine discovering that Faith didn't die, that she was somehow revived and has been living a hidden life. Perhaps she even inherited some of her mother's abilities, including the power to travel through time. While introducing a major new character this late in the series might seem risky from a storytelling perspective, there's always the option of using flashbacks. Through those, we could see how Raymond saved Faith, how she was raised apart from Claire and Jamie, and whether she built a life of her own, perhaps even starting a family. A moment of reunion, closure, or even recognition between Claire, Jamie, and their long-lost daughter would be powerful and deeply cathartic. Of course, all of this is still speculation. There's another possibility that's been circulating. Some fans believe that Fergus' birth mother, also named Faith, had a past encounter with a time traveler, potentially even Master Raymond himself. That could explain how she knew the words to a 20th century song. However, this theory still leaves a lot of unanswered questions, particularly the mysterious appearance of Raymond in Claire's dream, where he asked for forgiveness. Dreams often carry symbolic meaning in Outlander, especially when linked to time travel and magic. So it's hard to ignore. Master Raymond remains one of the series' most elusive and fascinating figures. While there's been no official word on his return in the upcoming season, it's worth noting that he wasn't announced for season 7 either, yet he appeared, taking fans by surprise. That unpredictability leaves the door open for him to re-enter the story just when his presence would be most impactful. And Faith's mysterious fate is just one narrative thread among many expected to be woven into the final season. Other reported leaks suggest that Lord John Grey could be in danger, prompting Jamie and Claire to set out on another daring and possibly perilous rescue mission. This storyline could provide a balance of action and emotional depth, and it's something I explore further in another video. In addition to that, fans are anticipating a reunion between Brianna, Roger, Claire, and Jamie, set against the backdrop of 1780s North Carolina, with Fergus becoming a more prominent figure in Jamie's relationship with William evolving in new and meaningful ways. The season could culminate in a long-overdue family gathering, rich in both tension and love. As for how the story will ultimately wrap up, audiences should prepare themselves for an emotional farewell. The producers have already made it clear that the show's finale will not mirror the conclusion Diana Gabaldon is planning for the final book in her series, which is expected to be released sometime in 2025. This means viewers might get to see how the book ends before the show does, but the TV adaptation will be charting its own path, leading to an original and possibly unexpected conclusion. There's also the possibility that the final season will touch on lingering mysteries that have haunted fans for years. Will we finally learn the truth behind Jamie's ghost? Will we witness Jamie and Claire as older versions of themselves, reflecting on the lives they built? And will one of them meet a tragic end before the story finishes? Talk of an Outlander movie has also been floating around, though nothing has been officially confirmed. If the series concludes with unanswered questions or an open-ended finale, similar to how Peaky Blinders wrapped up, a film could serve as a satisfying epilogue. But with many of the cast members beginning to say their goodbyes, it's hard to predict whether this will actually materialize. Even so, fans are holding out hope. As far as the release date for Season 8 goes, the most likely window is late 2025 or early 2026. A very brief teaser has been released, showing just a fleeting glimpse of Jamie and Claire, and while Starz has said the new season is coming soon, their definition of soon often leans toward the generous side. Given that the prequel series Blood of My Blood is scheduled for release this summer, it seems almost certain that the final season of Outlander won't air before that premiere. So for now, fans will need to be patient. Whether you're hoping for a feature film follow-up or just preparing yourself for the emotional impact of the show's final chapter, one thing is clear: the conclusion of Outlander is shaping up to be unforgettable. If you're curious about the Season 8 leaks and want to dive even deeper, don't forget to check out the linked video for more insight.